How's it going? My name's Riley, and this video is going to be part of a larger series of videos where I break down large topics into small bite-sized videos. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Facebook ads. And the magic of Facebook is that nearly everybody is using it. Almost 2.1 billion people are using Facebook daily, which means chances are your customers are on Facebook. And this is good for your business because you can run ads to your customers, to a larger group of your customers, without having to go neighborhood to neighborhood, door to door, putting out door hangers, putting out flyers. This gives you the opportunity to run Facebook ads without having to get out on your feet and go put out door hangers physically. So with that said, you don't want to start running Facebook ads without knowing who you're talking to. Unfortunately, way too many business owners expect that Facebook works like they can run one Facebook ad to a huge group of people and it's going to work. It doesn't work like that. You need to break that huge group of people down in the smaller segments and run ads for each individual segment. That's how you really get the use out of Facebook. Facebook is full of distractions. If you run one generic ad for everybody, it's going to get buried. No one's going to look at it, and you're just going to be spending money to have your ad look pretty in their newsfeed. So before you ever start running ads, you need to know who you're talking to. This includes who's typically making the buying decision in the household, what's their age range, what's their income level, and then what are their pain points, which is frankly the most important point that you need to know. You need to be able to pull on those strings to get them to make a decision right then and there. If you know their pain points, you know what they're frustrated of, or what they're frustrated about when it comes to dirty windows, then you can write a super compelling ad to get them to take action. If you don't know this, like I was saying, then you are going to get buried in the Facebook newsfeed, and you're going to be spending money for absolutely no reason at all. It would be better for you to pull that ad down and rethink it completely rather than running an ad hoping for the best. So just before you ever start running Facebook ads, know your audience. And then the next thing is, once you know your audience, you need to know your objective. This includes either an engagement ad or a conversion ad. An engagement ad fits right in with Facebook. You're getting people to interact with your ad. You're getting them to be social with your ad, which is the whole point of Facebook. And the conversion ads, those are a little bit more tricky because you're asking for a sale on Facebook where people aren't going into Facebook to make a sale or to purchase something. They're there to interact with their friends and family, to see what's happening in the world. They're not there to pull out their credit card or to call your business for a free quote. So when it comes to that, you need to be sure that you are talking directly to your audience. That is how you make a conversion ad work. If you're talking generically, just like any other ad, it's not going to work. So just remember, when you're running a conversion ad, which is a little bit more tricky on Facebook, but it's definitely worth trying, make sure you're talking to an individual rather than an entire group of people. Then when it comes to an engagement ad, it helps you build trust, it builds authority, it makes your business look more professional, and it educates the buyer so that they can make a more educated decision on whether they should use your services or not. And maybe that sounds a little bit scary because you're educating the buyer, so if they know something and they think you're doing something wrong, they may go somewhere else. But really, it's the opposite way. The more educated they are, and that information is coming from you, they trust you more and they'll go with you rather than a competitor who they don't know about. Trust is becoming a huge factor when it comes to the buying decision of a consumer. If they trust someone, chances are they're not going to go with a competitor they don't trust. It gives you a little bit more flexibility to raise your prices. Of course, you can't be absurd with this. You can't raise your prices an absurd amount and expect them to stick around because they trust you. People just don't want to risk getting screwed by some business who doesn't care about them. They just want to get the money and get out of there. Trust is a huge factor nowadays, and it changes the game from who has the lowest prices to who I trust more. So just remember, an engagement ad, and frankly, conversion ads as well, are a long-term game. And this is how you start building that trust, that brand awareness, so when they are ready to use your services, they trust you, they know you, and they will use you. So once you've got that, you need to know your call to action, or you need to establish a call to action. Way too many people out there don't tell their reader what to do next. Never, ever, ever assume that the reader of your ad knows what to do next. Think of yourself like Google Maps, except this time you're directing them through the flow of your ad. Typically, when they're reading in their newsfeed, they'll see your image. That's what first captures their attention. If they like the image, they'll skim through the copy. If they like that and they're interested in what you're offering, they'll look for a call to action. In the copy, you need to tell them what to do next. For example, if you're looking for them to schedule a free quote, you'd have your copy and then you tell them, click down below to schedule a free quote, okay? That's what's telling them what to do next. Then you need a button to reassure them that by clicking this button, they are progressing down the process correctly. They're going to where they need to go to get this process complete. So you have click on this button to get your free quote, and then you have a button saying get your free quote instantly. You're reassuring them that this is the right button to click versus the button over there or clicking somewhere else. If you don't tell them what to do, they're going to get completely lost and scroll right past your ad, just like if your ad wasn't compelling enough. You're going to lose a ton of potential buyers if you don't have a call to action. So just remember, add that call to action, otherwise you're not going to convert anybody. And frankly, that's even worse because very few people actually make a decision the very first time they see your ad. If you not only don't have a call to action and people don't convert the very first time they see you, your conversions or your results will drop way down because odds are stacked against you. Get your call to action right, know your audience and know your objective, and that's how you create an incredibly solid ad. Next, once you've got that, is you've got to establish retargeting. And retargeting is especially powerful on Facebook. Very, very, very few people make a buying decision the very first time they see your ad, like I was saying earlier. I think something like 97% of people who see your ad won't make a decision right then and there. They're going to wait. You need to continue showing them ads. You need to put them in your ecosystem to ensure that they're going to make a buying decision later on, and it's you versus your competitor. So establishing retargeting ensures that you're going to continue showing them ads up until they're ready to make a decision. Now, Facebook makes this pretty easy on you. Facebook automatically tracks when someone interacts with your ad, whether they click on a link, whether they read your copy, whatever it is, they automatically track what they're doing and they add them to an audience. Then all you need to do is take that audience and create an ad for that audience. Facebook makes it incredibly easy, and I'm not going to get too much in depth there because that's not the purpose of this video. But the point of it is to say that retargeting is your secret to taking advantage of that extra 97% of people who didn't take advantage of your ad right then and there. It is incredibly important that you have retargeting ads. Otherwise, you're going to be losing out on 97% of people who have seen your ad but didn't take action. So that is about it. I wanted to hit on these 4 important points when it comes to running Facebook ads. There's a ton of other things that I could talk about here, but we are just barely skimming the surface. So I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave your questions down below, and if you have more video ideas for me, leave those down in the comments. I could always use those, and I'd love to hear them. And I'd also love to answer any of the questions that you may have. I'll be posting a new video next week, so don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss that. It also means a lot, and it tells me that you enjoy these videos. So one last thing before I let you go, I'm going to be leaving some more resources about these points down in the description. If you want to learn more about copywriting, retargeting, establishing an effective call to action, I'm going to be leaving resources to those links down below. So that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to you next week, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.